Hello, hi everyone. As you all know that in the part 3rd we have studied about the periodic classifications of the chapter 5 of class 10, where we have left on the Mendeleev periodic table that there are some good points of the Mendeleev periodic table. According to it we have followed. The main point of the Mendeleev periodic table was that he has predicted the element before their discovery. It was considered as the best or the main point of the Mendeleev that he has described. Maybe it may be considered as a drawback of the Mendeleev periodic table, but he himself doesn't consider it as a drawback of that point, but he considered himself as a good point for him, that he has predicted the element before their discoveries. He left some gaps, and in these gaps there were some elements that were known after his periodic table. Now we have continued further the limitations of the Mendeleev periodic table. Then why we have just rejected the Mendeleev periodic table, and right nowadays we are learning the modern periodic table. So what is the concept behind leaving the Mendeleev periodic table, and what is the concept, what are the ideas why we have chosen the modern periodic table? There are some limitations where Mendeleev periodic tables fail to describe these things, hence we have left that thing and follow the modern periodic table. Where Mendeleev doesn't know how to answer this question, the first exception is on the basis of the position of hydrogen is not fixed. As you all know that the hydrogen resembles with both groups, first A group and the seventh A group, on the basis of some properties that are related to the first A group and some properties are related to the seventh A group. Hence, Mendeleev does not know himself where to put it. What are the properties that resembles the hydrogen to the seven groups? That one is the seven group element are known as by the halogen. They always exist in nature in diatomic form. Means in their molecule they are the two atoms of the same atom. Just like Cl2, F2, Br2, chlorine, bromine, fluorine. So they always exist in the diatomic form. On another hand, hydrogen also exists in the H2 form, diatomic forms. It is the property of the hydrogens that resembles with the halogen groups. And next property, that is of the covalent bond. The halogen groups, when they combine with a metal or non-metal, they form the covalent bond. Same way, the hydrogen also form the covalent bond with the metals and non-metals. So it is the two properties that shows the resemblance of the hydrogens with the seventh A group with the halogen. What are these properties? That they exist in diatomic form and its covalent nature bond with the metals and non-metals. So in this way we can put the hydrogen into the seventh A group, but it is not right so. There are some exceptions where we have to decide where to put it. The other is the hydrogen also resembles with the first A group on some behalf, that its electronic configuration. As you all know that the electronic configuration of hydrogen is in outermost shell of the hydrogen there remains one electron. In the first A group element, just like sodium, lithium, potassium, ruthenium, cesium, I have arranged there is a first of lithium and then there is a sodium. So in these elements of atom, there is also one electron in outermost shell or in the valence shell, and there is also one electron in the hydrogen. Hence, the electronic configuration of the first A group resembles with the hydrogen. In this way, we can say that we should put the hydrogen into the first A group. And other property, the hydrogen forms similar chemical formulas as the elements of the first A group forms. Just like sodium combined with the chlorine in NaCl form one atom of sodium combined with the one atom of chlorine. Same way, one atom of hydrogen combined with the one atom of chlorine. Another way, two atom of sodium combined with the one atom of oxygen. Here is also the same thing. Two atom of hydrogen combines with the one atom of oxygen. Here it shows that. And third one is two atom of sodium combined with the one atom of sulfur. There is also two atom of hydrogens combined with the one atom of sulfur. Here we have noticed one thing, that there is a resemblance, there is something common between both of them, is the way the first group elements combines with the chlorine, oxygen, sulfur. Same is the way that hydrogen combines with the chlorine, oxygen and sulfur. So these two properties give the tough time to the main leaf where to put it. Either to put it into the first group or to put into the 7 group, halogen group. There is no exact or explained answers toward the main leaf. Hence, main leaf do not know where to put it. And another is position of isotopes. As you all know that what are the isotopes? Isotopes are the atoms of the same element having same atomic number but different atomic mass are known as isotopes. As here I has explained that suppose that there is an element of X and X, they have a same atomic number A and but atomic mass are different are known as by isotopes. Just like we have took the example of carbon. Carbon has an atomic number 6, isotope 12. Carbon has an atomic number 6 and isotopes 11. So the atoms of the same element which has the same atomic number but different atomic mass are known as the isotopes. Isotopes generally has the same chemical properties but little bit different physical properties. So on this behalf, as we know that mainly predictable, the arrangement of element are also on the behalf of the increasing atomic mass order. So there should be a different place for the isotopes of the same atoms or there should be the same place for the isotopes of the element. So that was also exceptions in the Manley predictable. Manley does not explain very well where to put them. And the third one is predictions of the element. What are the predictions of the element? As you all know that the predictions, the atomic mass does not increase in the regular way between two elements. As Mendeleev predict the elements between where there was no any accurate atomic mass between two elements. Here he has predicted Ika aluminium, that we have said that gallium, Ika silicon, scandium, Ika boron, germanium. He has predicted these elements, but it was not right at all time because the hypothesis given on the basis of the space that was between two different elements atomic masses. But the atomic mass does not increases in the regular way. As the atomic mass between two elements does not increases in regular way, so predictions of the elements is not always true, as Mendeleev supposed. Third one is the modern predictable. Now here the Mendeleev predictable goes and we have started the new one, the modern predictable. What is the modern predictable? It was proposed by the Moseley, and it was proposed by the Moseley. Moseley has made this modern predictable on the basis of the atomic number. He has said that the periodicity in the physical and chemical properties of the element is due to the atomic number. He has done the experiment. In this experiment, he has bombarded the X-ray particle on the different atoms of element where the different frequencies are obtained, and these frequencies are directly related to the atomic number, where he has said that the fundamental properties of the element is the atomic number, not the atomic mass. On this behalf, he has made a new predictable because there are the three exceptions in the Mendeleev predictable: positions of hydrogen, positions of isotopes, and predictions of elements. Hence, we have rejected the Mendeleev predictable and we have followed on the modern predictables, which is accurate up to the point right now. And right now, in this situation, we are also learning that table. Thank you for now, and we will continue in the further class. I hope so that you have enjoyed that class. Bye for now. Tata for now.